All right, guys, it is Tuesday afternoon, and boy, did it get hot. So it's supposed to be raining all week, but today it hasn't rained. Kind of glad of it. Boy, you can tell it's sun came out and it's hot. And I got to wear a long sleeve shirt, and welding gloves, and a hood, and everything to do all this welding and stuff. So it kind of sucks. But I'll turn around here and show you what I got done so far. So the floor pan up here is almost completely welded. I've got this patch panel here I just got done building and fitting. I need to start welding it in. I have to drill some holes to plug weld it. But I had no idea. I actually didn't notice it till I got in there and started inspecting it real good. But this was in here like that, and I knew that front section up in here was rusted away, but I did not know that was rusted all the way down. This wasn't even connected right here to the rocker. So I peeled off all the pinch weld and all that stuff and got all the old out of there, and had to break it in a sheet metal brake so it goes down, it goes flat, and then it comes back up for this. So it's a double layer here. But I bent the end down and everything, so I'm gonna go in there and weld it all up. But man, what a I mean, it's a little bit of progress, I guess you could say, but I'm pretty proud of that 1980 Buick Regal trunk floor right there, or trunk lid. That's now my floor pan, because I spent absolutely zero money. I have not spent any money on this car, and that is pretty stout. I'm pretty happy with it. I still got more welding to do to go around it. I'm doing little bitty areas at a time, but a lot of it is done. I'm probably about halfway. Now I wish I would have went ahead and had somebody help me roll the beads straight, because it would have turned out really awesome. But oh well, the crooked beads give it character, we'll just say that. But anyway, I cut this square here out earlier because I had a body mount broke off in that brace under there, and the body has square nuts down inside, and that's what's left of the bolt sticking up through there, which I tried vice grips first to get it out, but it wasn't working. So I ended up cutting this out, another square out, so I could get a chisel in there and my air hammer and knock the fire out of it and knock it out of there. Ended up using a brand new 3/8 by 16. I've got a 4-pack here. But anyway, I used the 4th one, and I cleaned up with a wire wheel. I cleaned all the old CAD plating off of it, and cleaned that area down in the brace, and I bolted it, stuck a bolt in from the bottom and bolted the nut down into the brace, and then I welded the nut inside, and then put these pieces back in and started tacking them in. So I've got to do the other side in the same spot. I've got a square nut back there I have to remove, which is actually exposed back there. It seems like there's another one that broke off. I can't remember, but it might have been one of these front ones that's actually nuts and bolts, so it's no big deal. I just don't remember. I have to get out of the car and look. But anyway, it's coming along. So hopefully by the end of the day, I'll have this floor pan finished welded, this finished welded, that finished welded, and I may move on to the trans tunnel, and then that way this side will be pretty much finished. Still got to do that floor pan over there and that body mount. And then I have to work on this dog leg back here, repair it on the inside of the door jamb. That's gonna not be fun, but I've rebuilt these areas before. It is time consuming, but there's a lot of little separate curves and angles and everything. I'm just gonna make it all in separate pieces and weld it all together. So it'll end up not being too bad really, but I don't really need to do that piece right now, and I may not. Because I'd like to just work the rest of this week and the weekend on this car and get the frame painted, get the underneath of the car painted, and then put it back together, because the main floorboard and back side of the rockers has nothing to do with this area. This is like the wheel well area up in here, so I can do this at another time. I could do that once the frame's on, so I'm not going to be worried too much about trying to get this done to get the bottom of the car painted, because I would like to actually start working back on the hardtop maybe next week. So anyway, that's kind of the plan. Finish this thing up and get it out of here. I wanted to do a lot of the major fabrication stuff to this car and get it done. So it just depends on how soon I get all the floors, the frame painted and all that. If I still have a couple of days left, I might tackle that dog leg. But anyway, that is where I'm at. Zero money in patch panels, man. Did it all myself. So I mean, you can't beat that you can't beat that with a stick. You know what I mean? It helps having a sheet metal brake here so you can do all these bends and stuff. It helps having a bead roller to roll beads and stuff. I do not have an English wheel. I wish I did. I do know how to use one. I just never have had one of my own. I don't really have the room for one in here anyway in this garage. It's pretty packed with junk already, but that is the plan. Get the floors, metalwork done, and try to get underneath this car painted with that POR 15. I did have a guy on YouTube comment about the POR 15 isn't good because it peels off. I do have to say, if you put that stuff directly over clean bare metal, it doesn't stick to bare metal very well. And whatever you're putting it over, if you don't wipe it off real good, prep it out real good with a wax and grease remover, it will peel off. I've used that stuff for a long time, and it's all in the prep before you apply it. You can't just put it over dirty floors, you know, or dirty rusty panels, because it won't. It'll end up peeling off. But if you have prepped it and wiped it out real good, it will come. It will stay on there. So it's just me. I've had luck with it, so I just continue to use it. I mean, that stuff is designed to go over rust, so you don't have to, you know, use a sand blaster under the car and get it completely clean and spend days and months, you know, trying to clean everything. You can pretty much just coat it and be done with it, and that's kind of what I'm doing here. So anyway, guys, I guess that's about it. There's nothing more really to update. Oh, got my personalized license plate finally from the state of Oklahoma for my two-door hardtop 55 here. So that's pretty awesome. It came in the mail today, and I bolted it on there. In case you don't know, I've said this before in one of my videos, but that is my last name. So that was a nickname given to me in high school because I thought my 82 Chevy Monte Carlo with a 305 two-barrel was really fast. Anyway, so my buddies started calling me, instead of calling me Hot Rod, they called me Half Rod. So it kind of just stuck. I thought it was always kind of funny, so just a lot of my older friends called me that. But anyway, that is where I'm at. Ready to get back on this car and try to get it knocked out. I do have a couple of car shows that I would like to make, that I probably won't make, but I'll make a go at it again. Got one coming up in September and another one in October. So might be able to finish the car if everything goes well. It all depends on how long the machine shop keeps my engine block, I guess, but just have to wait and see. Anyway, guys, I'm going to get back to doing some metal work. It was kind of fun at first, and now it's just kind of sucks. I think it's because it's just too hot out here now, but hey, at least it's not 100 degrees outside. It doesn't help having this carport with a metal roof. The roof is very dark brown, really dark brown. So it is, you can feel the heat standing up here. It just feels like an oven is on above you. So, but at least it keeps the sun off my head. I've already got some spots on my head from the sun. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna get back at it. Thanks for watching.